Good morning and welcome to a short visit with Hoya cinnamomifolia. I've been growing this plant now for approximately 4 years. It is not an easy Hoya for me to grow. I've struggled with it and started it over a couple of times, and most of the time it just sits there. This summer it did put on more growth than it has since I have had it. It is not an attractive Hoya. It can have a pretty nice looking leaf, but it doesn't put on many of them, and they don't stay looking that good for long. At least with me in Vermont. If you live in a tropical area, this plant could behave completely differently for you. The only reason I've kept it around so long is last year I managed to get it to bloom, and I think it has one of the neatest looking Hoya blooms that I've seen. It's just such bizarre color combination. I'll show you the bloom right now. That purple corona with surrounded by that lime or day glow green makes for a very interesting looking plant bloom. I think it's really cool looking. Other than the really cool looking bloom, it can't be considered a beautiful Hoya by any stretch of the imagination. I'll try to give you a 360 tour of this thing if I can turn it around without having it fall off. I'm unsure if I'm going to keep this plant at this point. I don't have the room. We'll see if I can squeeze it in somewhere. It's a shame to get rid of something just when it finally starts to grow for you. You can see a lot of bare vine. There's been many stops and starts of this plant. It does not really like to get bent over a trellis. That pretty much guarantees the end of the vine will die. Then it takes forever to get it started again. Here's a long panicle it put on over the summer, a new one. It actually has like 3 or 4 panicles now. But in a nutshell, that is Hoya cinnamomifolia. Very easy to overwater this plant. Keep it more on the dry side. Doesn't use a lot of moisture. Doesn't develop a very big root system. It's been in the same plastic 4-inch pot like virtually forever. I put it inside this other clay pot so it doesn't tip over. The bamboo support hoops are outside of the plastic pot, in between the plastic pot and the clay pot. So anyway, that is Hoya cinnamomifolia. I leave it up to you whether you want to try it or not. The bloom, really cool though. There's no disputing that. Thank you for visiting with me in Hoya cinnamomifolia.